We've got Jeremy Miller on Tron versus Kyle, who's rocking out that red-green Valakut. Now, Jeremy was able to battle against Lyle in the first round there. Lyle was on blue-white control going into this. Kyle did have the bye because, sadly, Leighton was unable to make it out for this top 8. Sad, sometimes real life does that to you. But we've got both these players coming back. Again, Jeremy was our Season 1 champion. So for 11 seasons now, we've been battling out, trying to get more champions in here. At this point in time, at the semifinals, now that the other one has finished, Jeremy is our... Actually, even back then, Jeremy is still our only remaining champion in the top 4. RJ, Matt, and Kyle are all players hoping to be able to get their first Modern Magic Mondays championship. All right, we have some people that are repeat. TJ is a 3-time, Lyle is a 2-time, and then we've got our sprinklings of one-ofs in our champions. All right, Jeremy is one of them. All right, Lucas was able to win last season, then said, "Okay, I'm retiring on top. Bye, guys. I'll let other people win here." So we've had a lot of different players. Oh, this is bothering me. There we go. Over these last 3 years, battle it out. Over these last 11 seasons, battle it out. So Jeremy is kind of holding on as the last old guard gatekeeper, if you will, of, hey, I'm a previous champion, showing that I can still battle it out. And now we've got a lot of these players that are like, hey, I'm still trying. I've been trying to make it into the top 8. I've gotten in some seasons. I've missed out other seasons. I'm hoping for it right now. So it's going to be really interesting to see as things go for these two players here. And I realized that I added some extra letters in the Valakut as well. Alright. So we've got Tron versus red-green Valakut. Jeremy looks happy with his. Kyle, not so happy. Alright, so we're getting some predictions from people in chat right now. Who's going to win, Tron or Valakut? Let me get rid of this, get rid of this. Get our Tron list up. And get our Titan ship. Now, I don't think that Kyle is running a stock list based on some of the cards that he has submitted. I think a lot of them are, but it could be specifically, hey, my list is running something like this because of the top 8 meta, or because of who I expect to face in the top 8. It could also just be, hey, I'm Kyle and I like this card. There's a relic to start with a nice sign tower. Alright, Valakut coming up. Oh, we gotta add in our sources again here. Hold on, guys. Can't forget about that. There we go. Alright, so Valakut becomes relevant later on. You need to have at least 5 other mountains. So, otherwise it's just taps for red. Alright, let's get our Snake Man out here. Our Sakura Tribe Elder. Snake Shaman. Again, this deck is just a ramp deck. It's all about getting lands out. And Jeremy is all about getting lands out, and his lands are trying to produce more mana. Sadly, he missed his third Tron piece, and he's sitting with 2 towers, so he just is just like anybody else with 3 mana on turn 3 instead of the 7 that he is hoping for. So we do see a Walking Ballista here, so we can at least get a threat out. Things are looking tough, though, for how things are going for Kyle. Here's Combat coming across for 1. Jeremy's just sort of looking. It's like, this is the line, right? You need to swing in because, hey, he blocks. Cool. I can sack it, right? If he doesn't block, hey, he's going to take 1. I'm going to sack it anyway. Sack, I'm going to Farseek. I want to get... shortcutting it for us, saying, hey, cool, main phase 2, I'm also going to be doing this Farseek stuff. Hope that's okay. Just remember, Farseek is not instant speed, it is a sorcery. Just don't find a plains. Or don't find a forest, I mean. But you can find a mountain forest. Let's see, did Jeremy get... Combat? Is this pre-recorded? It is pre-recorded, so we broadcast our weekly Modern event is on a Tuesday. So I record up the matches on Tuesday, and then we wait a week before I get to broadcast it up, just because the shop, or at least last time we tried it, was not doing well about handling the stream. So this way it's a little bit easier for me to be able to still broadcast up. So I do not know the results of the match and how they... I know who wins, but I do not know how they won, if that makes sense. I do not watch the VODs before they happen. I don't watch the matches before they happen. That's pretty nice. Being able to be hexproof is very powerful against a deck that wants to try to just ding you down, target a player. Oh, okay. Let's go. extra Valakut. Let's get an extra lovely mountain in the mix too. Let's kill off what you got going on over here, please. Well, did he get his missing Tron piece? I do like Jeremy's basic land as well. Sylvan Scrying, let's find that missing Tron piece. There we go. There's the mine. Tower, tower, mine. Here's 6 mana. I can get rid of this. Cost 2 less, which works out pretty well. So Ugin's gone now, but he was able to come out, destroy. He's no longer here, though. Get Sting down with them dare bolts. Pretty good. Oh, I guess I can pull up our protection for those that are not familiar. That is the Witchbane Orb on the battlefield right now, which I'm a pretty big fan of. Kills curses. That doesn't really matter. What matters is the fact that you're hexproof, so those Valakuts aren't going to really be messing with Jeremy for the time being. Here, go get yourself whatever land you want, Mr. Basic. There's a forest. But as long as that Witchbane Orb is around, it's going to make it very, very tough for Kyle. Now, he does have ways to kind of help him, right? He can be able to get a prime time and just kind of go beat City. But really, he's got to be in a real... yep. Hey, guess what? Jeremy runs on 1 of Emrakul. Yep. Hope you like going to game 2, because that's what we're doing. It's got all the stuff. All the things. 15-15. Annihilator 6. Can't be countered. When you cast it, you get to take an extra turn. So, Shroom's a pretty good way to start, right? That was good. Let's GG's all around, right? GG's. Good game. Yeah, nice deck sheets you got there, Jeremy. Lyle, the only player came prepared of printing off the deck list to be able to look at. Alright, so sideboards, we did not really get to talk about either of these players' sideboards yet, so let's talk about Jeremy, since he won that match, or won that game there, and his list is longer. It's got a little bit more of the one-ofs in it. There we go. Throw that there. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, so Tormod's Crypt, Grafdigger's Cage. We've got some of our graveyard stuff, as you might expect to see. 3 Nature's Claim, get rid of some artifacts or enchantments. Sorcerer's Spyglass, pretty good against any sort of Planeswalker. Activated ability stuff, pretty nice. Crucible Worlds, hey, I can be able to bring my lands back. Seems pretty good. I can also cycle Ghost Quarter a bunch and destroy all your stuff. Steering Bridge, hey, It's pretty good if you're playing against like an aggro deck kind of thing and you're in this top deck mode. Oblivion Stone, more removal. Trinisphere, hey, that's pretty good. You know, Witchbane Orb, we saw how good that is. Thragtusk, more life. Mindslaver, whoa, he's playing the Mindslaver. Alright, the Lattice, we've talked about before on stream, how you can lock somebody out with it. A lot of those artifacts that you're seeing there, Witchbane Orbs, the Lattice, things like that, are not going to be coming in. Those are able to be found off our new Karn, right? Karn, the great creator, will be able to find those, which is kind of the reason why your sideboard's full of artifacts now. But, you know, it's... Maybe we'll see him decide to bring in, like, Thragtusk or something like that to have maybe a little bit of an earlier presence. Some life gain could be relevant. The rest of it is, like, I don't know. It's... Hope to get the card so you can be able to bring one of those out kind of thing. On the other side, though, Titan Shift. 3 Chalice of the Void, 1 Engineer Explosive, 2 Dampening Sphere, 2 Renin 6, 3 Anger, 1 Reclamation Shades, 3 Force of Vigor. So it's like, I don't like artifacts, Rec Sage, Force of Vigor. I don't like creatures, Anger the Gods. I don't like fun, Chalice of the Void, Dampening Sphere. Engineer goes with Anger the Gods. Oh, Jeremy's over there waving at everybody, writing a message. I missed it all. And then Renin 6, you know, hey, who doesn't like getting lands back when you're playing Valakut, right? Seems pretty good if you ask me. Oh, the paper said, hi, Mom. Jeremy actually out in Singapore right now. Just chatting with him a little bit earlier. He said he went out to play some Magic and was having some good luck out there. Being able to just draw what you need. You know, top deck to tower into a Karn off of cracking an egg seems like pretty good stuff. Just draw what you need. So again, we're in this like story mode at this point. Jeremy was the Season 1 champion. Has not gotten his second championship yet. Hoping for it. He's placed in the top 8 multiple times. He had a little bit of a lull where he was just, you know, not really getting it. And Kyle's been one of those that has on and off been in the top 8. Really hoping for his chance to make it into the finals. For his chance to become a champion. Alright, he's gotten close by making it into the top 8 before. I believe he's made it to the semifinals before, but this is where he's really trying to help push himself. And again, the other side of things, the other semifinalists, Matt and RJ, both trying to get their first championship as well. So there's 3 people, well now I guess just 2 left that are really hoping. But starting it off with a Valakut, starting it off with a Forest. Pretty good start as the follow-up there turns into an Ancient Stirrings. Other side of things, getting things going with the Farseek, but going to have to shock in order to do that. Sylvan Scrying. Wow, we're just gonna let's get all the shuffling going. Kyle keeping me honest in chat. Thank you. I know sometimes I get distracted and pay less attention to life totals. If last round was any indication, you guys would know just how distracted I can get. Ugh, gross. So this is the one I was talking about earlier, where I don't know if this is specific to lists right now or if this is just a Kyle special, right? But this is the destroy land, let me find a forest. Jeremy trying to kind of reconstruct things here. Okay, so kind of giving me a heads up and saying that Acid Moss is run in most lists now, just not a 4 of. So running a 4 of specifically for this top 8 just to kind of help out a little bit against specific decks. But wow, there's the prime time already. So bam, Mountain, second Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 5. Is that last one in Mountain too? I guess it doesn't matter. You're still gonna be. He'll still take 6 here, right? Off of that Mountain entering. I think maybe math is hard. Okay, shocked yourself as well. All right, that's what I missed. 16 to 14, but based on how it goes, regardless of what Kyle has, Jeremy's like, hey, it doesn't matter. And Kyle say, hey, I still got another Valakut. So, slow hand for Jeremy. That Acid Moss just like put him too far behind there. When they're both trying to ramp, but one ramp deck can destroy your lands. To get more lands, it makes it really challenging. So, but now Jeremy is back on the play to be able to kind of help him out in this final game. Again, it's going to be very dependent on how lands shape up and how quickly Kyle's able to kind of start to accelerate out into things like the prime time and stuff like that. I realize that we're in round 3 and I haven't taken a drink of water yet. Alright, players getting themselves ready, making sure. Debating. I'm going to say yes, you mulligan again. Well, Jeremy will. All right, let's get it going. A nice start again. 2 Tron pieces. There's a map. Let's be able to get that third one soon. Let's get rid of it, he says. There's the force. So you can't find the next one. Just like the other forces, for those playing along at home, you can be able to remove a card, whatever the color is. So this regard, because it's a green force, you have to remove a green card, and you can destroy up to 2 target artifacts or enchantments. Works pretty well if you're playing against a lot of artifacts. Kyle's going to be fetching, though. He'll be down to 19. Got rid of a Summoner's Pack, he's letting us know. And the Triumph Scout's a pretty nice follow-up here. Let's see how lucky Jeremy is. Does he get his third piece? Well, looks like no. Gonna make a green. So really had to dig to get it, but now he's ready to go. Tower, power plant, mine. Second mine. Isn't that middle one a mine or power plant? And now I'm blanking. I could have sworn. You see how long it's been since I've played? What are the different arts on the power plants? Oh, I'm thinking of that like dome looking one. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the power plant one. That's why. Or the pillars of lava. Those ones mess with me sometimes. Ugh. We're back at it, guys. Being the good guys here. Right? You know what time it is? Prime time. Oh, why did that do that? I thought that was locked. My bad, guys. Ugh, gross. Alright. Here, let me get to mountains. Or another Valakut, I guess he could get too, right? No, 2 more mountains. Gross. Okay, so it's like, yep, alright, here's these mountains. Boom, you're gonna take a bunch of damage. Oh, also the prime time damage. Oh, also, hey, I've got a fetch land. Just in case you missed any of that. So you're dead. You done died. So we've got one more round. Grand finals coming up here. Let's hop over because we've got 2 players, both who are not champions, trying to